If you guys have a water leak like this coming from your main sewer pipe, the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out where it's at by digging it up and finding the exact location of the leak. Now that I know where that leak is, I'm going to go shut off the water meter. You can see that's a good leak right there. I'm going to shut the water meter off now. How do we do that? Stick this down in there and you're going to turn it to lock it. Okay, just going to be locking that little meter where the holes, I have a whole video on this where the holes line up. Okay, and or if you want to open it back up, you turn it the opposite direction and there you have it. You can turn it back on or turn it off. This dial will stop spinning. Okay, sorry about the sunlight. That little dial down there will be spinning if you have a water leak, but since I turned it off, you can see it's not spinning anymore. Okay, that means our water's turned off. Now let's come over here and look at it. Okay, you can see there's still going to be a little bit of pressure coming out, it looks like. So there's my leak right there, this little bitty tiny little scratch inside the pipe. The pipe got scratched by me. I'm currently making a video on how to dig up the old water lines and abandon them to put a new water line. So I have everything covered, and I thought this was going straight out this way, but it ends up curving back into my ditch, and it curved in right there, and I popped it with my pickaxe. So that's why I have a leak, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick video and show you guys how to fix this. So now that the water is turned off, I know right where the leak is. It's right there. So I'm going to clean up some of this water and get this water out of there and use it and clean this pipe really well. And I'll bring you guys right back whenever I have the pipe cleaned. So you can see now I have cleaned off that pipe, and you're gonna wanna uncover it all the way underneath and around where it's not touching the dirt and all that, and just give it a good cleaning. Now, right where that cut is, I'm gonna go ahead and snip that portion out. I would suggest using the Sawzall or a hacksaw, because this ended up being thin wall, which I figured it could be, but hopefully yours isn't thin wall. But either way, probably gonna use a hacksaw would be best, or a fine blade on the DeWalt Sawzall, or a whatever, Milwaukee Sawzall, whatever Sawzall you got. Just put you a fine tooth blade on there. I'll link a description to the Sawzall I use below. It's a DeWalt. This is the fitting that I'm going to be using. It's a compression fitting, and it has a rubber inside it right here, and all you do is you slide it in. So I've basically taken all the pieces apart, and I put this on first and that on first, and then I put the black piece on and this black piece on, and now I'm going to take the big piece, this piece, and I'm going to pull this pipe this way so I can slide this on into there, and then I will get it in place and tighten everything down. This is what it looks like now, and I've slid this on, okay? And it goes up against there, and then we'll put this, and I'm gonna loosely tighten this down and then slide it back into place. And then I'll tighten this side up, this side over here. So now you can see I've slid it this way. I tightened it down, just loosely tightened it, and slid this over to where these little lines right here, these little lines that you see, and I put a piece of dirt down here to mark where the exact cutout is, which is right here, okay? Right between these lines right here. And I've slid it back to where that is, and then I put this black piece and slid it over tight as you can over against this piece, okay? Slide it all in, push it around where it's even and it's all the way in, and then you're gonna put this on and you're gonna tighten that down, okay? Just like this. And this is what it looks like. You're gonna righty-tighty and righty-tighty, and keep in mind that you want that cutout piece to be in the middle where those little lines are, okay? And that's all you gotta do on that. And after you hand tighten it, give it one more little crank with some channel locks. Get 2 pairs of channel locks, one over here and one over here, and go in opposite directions, righty-tighty, okay? So this side would be going this way, righty-tighty, and this side will be going this way, righty-tighty. Okay, get your channel locks on there and do that, and just give it a click of a turn. Not much, because if you go too much, you'll crack the entire pipe and have to go back to the store again. So don't over tighten it, just a little bit more than hand tight. And then go ahead and turn your water back on, which I already did. The water meter is on currently. And you can see right here that I'm telling you the truth. Those lines, those dots are not marked over here, which is off. I've opened it back up, okay? And yes, the dial is spinning. That's why I'm digging up my trench all the way to the house. I'm gonna be digging it to that back corner, and you can see the water line for this had came right here. It looked like it was going straight this way, so I dug a trench next to it, and of course you would know that it goes like this and curves back over into my ditch right over here. It curves right into my ditch, and I popped it, like I said, with this right here. But anyway, the water's on, and I have water again, once again, so that I can take a shower tonight while I'm in the process of digging this trench out. So if this video was helpful in any way, go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel if you like home improvement videos, and I will see you next time. It was down in Memphis, the corner of Bill and